Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, so I saw the Twitter's earning has come out for this quarter, and so I wanna share some of my takeaways from the earning and some ideas about whether it's a good time to invest in Twitter now. So now let's get started. So Twitter, which the stock ticker is TWTR, has been in this industry since 2006, I think, and the stock has been like in the market and with a high volume. For example, the volume today of Twitter is 68 million, while if you want to compare with Facebook, the volume is 46 million. And the volume of Google today is only 2.7 million. So the high volume means the stock is very liquid. So it's easy to do the trading. Will not have some situations that if you want to buy or sell, you could not do that because not a lot is doing the trading. And so I think to see their earnings, so maybe we first look at their fundamental data, like what's their business and what's their products. I believe everyone must have used Twitter or have at least heard about Twitter because there's many famous people who has posted on Twitter, and then some of the conversations or their contents becomes viral on the internet, and then everyone knows that. So you can see the power of this channel or the power of this media. So Twitter is a platform for people that can share their comments, usually not very long. I think Twitter have a limit, like a character limit, that you can post it on it. The reason is because it want to spread the information with the shortest word in order to get the most of each word, so that every word would be very powerful. And this Twitter's product is mainly their advertising product, which is used by a lot of advertisers to do like the sponsored tweets or the advertisements on Twitter. And when I look at their product, the advertising service accounts for 86% of the revenue, which when we compare with Facebook, like advertising revenue accounts for 90% of the Facebook revenue. So those two social media giants are have a very similar business model. And when you look at the geographic data, you see that on United States, it accounts for 56% of the users, actually it accounts for 56% of the revenue, while rest of the world account for 28%. And for Japan specifically, there's 15% of the revenue coming from the area. And so the share is owned by both institution and also the executive, which including their founder Jack Dorsey. So now we know that the main product of Twitter, and so from today's earnings, one of my takeaway is that their revenue their average monetizable DAU has been grown by 24%, like compared with the Q1 of 2019, and that means they have added like 14 million DAU since like previous quarter, and in total currently they have 166 DAU in Q1. So although it's not that much compared with Facebook's like 2 billion users, but 160 million users is also a very large amount of users. And in this current COVID-19 situation, a lot of people are working from home, so if they wanna communicate in other rather than face to face, like maybe a lot of times they need to through like other digital ways, and those digital ways including Twitter. So after we see they have a growth in DAU, we may wanna know that whether these users has actually generated income for the company. And reported by their CEO is that in this quarter they actually have a loss of $7 million, which is because although they cut a lot of expense that is unnecessary during current situation, but a lot of companies, they may not have enough budget to do the advertisement on Twitter, so that's why they have suffered from loss for this quarter. So after the earning today, Twitter's stock price have dropped like 7%. So I think Twitter do have a good financial, like when looking at their DAU growth or the number of new users they generated and the revenue, the net income they made. But why the price drop? Like especially comparing with Facebook. So first, comparing with Facebook, Twitter's market cap is much less than Facebook. So when I go to Yahoo Finance, I check that Facebook's market cap is 580 billion, while Twitter only have 22 billion, which is like not 20. Like Facebook is 20%, 20 times more than Twitter, and so based on my experience, Twitter's product line is much more simplified, like much more not that comprehensive as Facebook, and although the stock price has been like relatively stable during the past years, like it's mainly bounced from $20 to maximum $40, while Facebook has growing from like you can see in this chart, and like it's a steady growth, like from 2 digit until today it's grows to like $204. And so although the stock price may be not a full reflect of the company's value, but I would say it shows us what's the people's expectation or understanding about the company's future. So Facebook has been move fast and break things. They have to do a lot of innovative things, and they're not just mainly focused on social media now, but they also have the digital currency like Libra, and they also have Oculus, the AR technology. While I think through the years, although Twitter has iterated their product a lot, and they add a lot of new features on the Twitter platform, like the current one is Fleet, which is the message that will disappear in 24 hours, which is similar to Snapchat's burn after read functions. And Twitter also have the moment feature, which is similar to a blog features, and can be a comprehensive one that Twitter has a character limit. But I feel like in the future, Twitter's management or like their in the current strategy, they still maintain on the social media side, It's not replaceable, and it's a very unique product that is used by a lot of people like us, and also by a lot of high-profile people like founder of Tesla, Elon Musk, and the president of the United States, Trump. If you ask me whether I will invest in Twitter for the price like $28, I don't think so. Although I'm a big fan of Jack Dorsey, I think he's a great CEO, he's a talented guy, and he has a great heart. But I just think if I want the high return of a stock, Twitter will not be one of my choices. So not just because of their product, their strategy that I mentioned before, and also because of management. So currently the board want to replace Jack with someone else, so that is one of the potential risks, because we all know that Jack has founded this company and grown the company for so many years, and if there's a new CEO, there's a lot of uncertainties. And moreover, I think because of the currency competitive landscape has changed compared with 10 years ago. So as what I saw in the 10K report by Twitter, that their competitor has been increasing during the past years. So nowadays they are just not only facing the competition in the US local market, but also in the international market. I do think like Jack Dorsey is a very interesting guy. He's the CEO for both Twitter and Square. And Square is also a company I'm very interested in, and I also wanna go into more details about the company in the future. So yeah, that's all my thoughts about the company today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.